We are now live for the start of the 200th show. Hello, everybody.
Late.
Hiya.
Normal.
Late as normal. We have
Thanks to Chandler's internet, Mark's router, and
yes.
the hamster in Cass's electric wheel. He fell over.
I mean, we have Chandler the potato.
We've kind of got Mark.
I think we've lost Chandler completely.
I'm spudding in and out.
And Mark's jumping in and out. So it's going really, really well. How are we all doing? This is the 200th show that we delayed from last week because of issues.
Bless you.
The 200th show that we delayed from last week because of issues.
What?
Yeah, so you know how I said I should pause my feed of the chat because it's going to scare the shit out of me? Well, I didn't, and it scared the shit out of me.
I'll just do the same.
I didn't do the same because I'm not a complete donut.
Fair enough. Conveniently, last week, Mark had a clear out of his office. So, as you can see, it's nice and clean. I'm going to present.
I wouldn't go as far to say it's clean.
No.
That's tidy.
I would go
It's very white.
I'd go as far to say burnt ceiling, no floor, burnt holes in floorboards.
Looks like a bit of a crack den, to be fair.
Does it smell like you've had a barbecue?
It does. It stinks.
I bet it does. However, I'd like to thank everyone who did donate to the Buy Mark New Shit Fund because basically we had a chat before this and me, Chris and Chandler were like, yes, we need to do it because we did donate to the Buy Mark New Shit Fund. Wow. What is going on? And why is
Mark keeps playing it?
Oh.
Playing what?
There's a video that keeps playing in the background. Anyway, so because insurers are cunts, they don't replace the small expensive stuff. So we wanted to help him replace the small expensive stuff. So if you did donate to that, thank you. That is amazing. The link is still available. In fact, I'm going to be that guy. And if you wanted to help Mark out, you can either bang it in the super chat. If you don't want to help Mark out, bung it in the super chat.
Stop preventing me. Take me off the screen.
Oh, sorry. I keep forgetting when that's done. Right, there we go.
When you were presenting Mark, it was like one of those fucking videos that they do at Comic Relief.
Yeah.
Look at this poor man with his burnt house.
Yeah.
Look at the smell he has to endure. Look at his face. He's covered in soot. He's
You know what I'm having to endure. Hang on.
But look on the bright side. At least when Mark lost all his stuff, he had insurance, where others may not have had.
This shit is awesome. You, Chris, would be all over this stuff.
Wow, what is that?
Is it like anti-fire burn?
It's I don't even know what it is. It's high pressure smelly shit.
Oh, that's
It's
amazing.
High pressure smelly shit.
Have you ever seen Friday?
No.
Oh, this geezer's dad like invites him in for an adult chat while he's having a shit, and he's just doing this massive shit and spraying an industrial size air freshener and talking to his kid all at the same time.
Right. It looks as though people don't know what happened last week. So basically, I was in the States for a couple of weeks on holiday with the family. Day we returned. Yeah, okay.
The iPad wasn't working, but it's not working now.
It is. If you go and refresh it, it'll work. Tell me to refresh it.
Tech support 101.
So flies in, smart made air freshener. So flew back into Gatwick, came home, jet lagged. I was ill anyway. Came home, everyone got into bed, went to sleep apart from me. 7:15 the following morning, awoken by, well, wasn't asleep, but alarms going off in the house. Woke up to my office on fire and spreading rapidly across the top floor of the house.
Did it actually leave your office, the fire?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
So it's been an absolute fucking nightmare. But we're all safe, we're all alive. You know, material shit can be replaced, apart from some stuff. And yeah, it's all good. But wasn't nice. It wasn't nice to say the least. But it's all good. It's all good.
So, yeah, basically, off the back of that, the GoFundMe campaign for that has been nice enough to furnish us with the first install. Honestly, Mark is too proud to admit it, and he wouldn't let us do it, so we did it anyway. Right, I'm going to stop presenting you.
Thank you.
There we go. Because Chandler's putting some comical things on his. There we go.
In case, you know, you feel a little bit more at home. A few of these installed.
I can't understand a word he's saying.
No, his internet is worse than last week.
Is it me or has he got a handlebar moustache going on?
He's definitely got a handlebar moustache going on. I mean, sorry we're talking over you, Chandler, but you're not saying anything.
Trying to say something.
Oh, he's back.
I'm back.
Chandler, I'm going to send you a picture of what you look like from my perspective.
No. Oh, for God's sake.
All right, because
I've made it. My not watching. Is not watching iPlayer. My daughter has been banned from watching YouTube. She's playing Fallout 4. Or is it 76 or whatever it is? I don't know. She's playing some shit like that. Rather than using the internet. So I should be the only one using the internet.
right, you came back for a split second there. Anyway, I don't know what's up with your internet. What we vaping on, peeps? Mark, you go first.
You want me to go first? I'm vaping on the only thing I have left.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What is it?
The Dragon of Cathan.
Nice.
All my juice, all my hardware, everything gone. And luckily, I've got my food's gold that was in my pocket at the time. And luckily, I think I've got about 250 mil at work still. So, yeah.
Can someone bang the Ian Beale "I've got nothing left" meme into the V2 UK page, please?
Yeah.
Oh, I feel so sorry for you. I genuinely do. I'll take the piss, but you know, one of them situations where you don't really know how to respond.
So you just Uber it. I know.
Yeah, it's either laugh or
It's
cry.
back.
I mean, there were easier ways of clearing out your office, Mark. So,
I mean,
dear.
It'd have helped if you didn't mention on show 197 that you were planning insurance fraud.
Why would you say that? Fuck.
Oh dear, Chandler, you didn't happen to go round Mark's house and start using a mech, did you?
Chandler cannot be trusted with anything. Look at the wiring on his internet. Just to clarify, Mark did not try and commit insurance fraud. And if you go back to episode 197, you will not find any evidence of this. But you will also give us an extra view, so feel free to go back and look.
Yeah. Oh dear. I think Chandler's kind of there, but because his audio is so crappy, it's not flicking him up when he's supposed to be speaking.
He's not speaking, that's why.
Okay. All right, Chris. What are you vaping on?
Cathedral City in Cucumber on my Neo Empress.
What the fuck? Fuck.
No, I've lost my food. I've lost my mod. So, Lost Vapor Iron. In that, I've got Mr. Salt. This one.
I even lost my Lost Vapor Iron.
John one. I've got a spare one here. You can borrow it. Yeah, mate. So yeah, I'm vaping that. Pretty good. And I'm drinking Roller Cola.
Nice.
Hey.
Yeah, and apart from that, nothing really. I have been vaping on that that big massive dirty air, but I disconnected all my smoke alarms in order to use it, and then after Mark's fire, I didn't have the courage to leave them disconnected, so I've reconnected them back up, and I can only use it outside.
Oh dear. Fair enough.
So, if anything, Mark's life has had an impact on mine negatively.
I mean, if there's any consolation, I can also only vape cloudy things outside. As if I think it was probably about 2 or 3 months ago when all my alarms went off on the chat, like on the show. The thing is, like, if it was just my flat, I wouldn't care. But the fact that it's 3 other flats that will go off, I can't do that to people.
I mean, to be fair, as shit as it is, if they had that in the Grenfell Towers, there probably wouldn't be this issue.
No, of course not. Of course not.
So while it's a pain in the dick, it's a very efficient fire system, and I think.
And it's got me into a whole world of mouth to lung that I probably would never have otherwise discovered. And on that note, if you are done, my friend Chris, then I shall do mine.
Yeah, crack on.
So I have got my Berserker with the stupidly cheap Minikin. Now, last time I was using this, I had the Jammin' Blueberry Jam Tart. That lasted the length of the show before the wicks were cooked, which was amazing. So I'm not even joking. It was shocking. Like, I literally got to the end of the show. It was like vaping it, playing a bit of Xbox, and it was like, well, that's burnt. Put that away, and I haven't touched it all week. So I've got in here at the moment. This is Buddha something. Mellow Buddha. It's like the worst label. And this is their Wisdom, which is a green tea and honey in a 6 milligram, and it's actually quite pleasant.
I'm not a fan of honey, to be fair.
It is mostly green tea, but it's got that sort of sweetness of a honey. But it's quite nice. It smells, when you find old tea at the back of a cupboard and it has honey in it.
Yeah.
It kind of tastes like that, but in a really sort of endearing way.
I don't like vaping honey. I find vaping honey tastes wrong. It's got a funny taste to it.
It's weird because lemon crack is bearable. I quite like lemon crack, but I hate honey, so I found it really like a brain fuck. But then when I was at Markski's, he had gin and tonic by the same people, gin and tonic crack, and it tastes like honey. Now, because it's not supposed to taste like honey, it tasted 10 times worse than I think it actually was in my head.
Wow.
It's really weird. It's like a psychological thing, because I know there's honey in something, sort of almost mentally preparing myself for it. But when it was supposed to taste like gin and tonic, then tasted like honey, it fucked my head up.
Yeah, this isn't too shit. I mean, I've never tried it before today. I literally wicked up before the show. I've got 2 mini fits. Haha. And weirdly, that Jammin' Blueberry Tart has been going for a week in the mini fit with no problems of cooking the coils at all. But I've lost the bottle, so instead of that, I am vaping Nasty Silver Blend and Yogi Peanut Butter Banana Granola, which are both lovely. And I've left it in the other room. I was using my Mini Gusto with honey roast tobacco, and I actually found another bottle in the Expo juice bag, which I was really happy about because I thought I'd run out, but now I've got another bottle, so time is winning. But yeah, no, this honey's not too shit. Well, it's mostly green tea with a hint of honey. So
Berserker.
It is.
I used to have one of them. Is that a Minikin V2?
It is.
I used to have one of them.
Mark, would you like my Berserker?
No.
Right, this Mark is so proud that I offered him my Haku, and he said no.
I wouldn't take anything off you if you called it a Haku.
What do you call it? A Haku? Haku.
What fucking middle class cunt are you?
It's a bath on the grass, surrounded by glass.
I call it bath and I call it grass. I don't say Haku.
Haku. Well, clearly it was like, not appreciated. So whatever. No one gets
Where
it.
are you from, Cass?
I'm from Surrey. But
Is that anywhere near where Ed Sheeran's from?
yeah, actually, he grew up in Guildford. It's about 40 minutes away. I went to college in Guildford and then spent pretty much the later part of my teens and early 20s living in Islington.
Because you look like Ed Sheeran. You sound like Ed Sheeran. And I spent an hour and a half of my life watching a documentary about Ed Sheeran, and you have all of his mannerisms.
Well, he, like I said, I mean, he used to live in the town I went to college in. He grew up not that far from me, and when I still had hair and no beard, I looked even more like Ed Sheeran, just without the wide set eyes. Like,
you need to check out that documentary though; it's fucking fascinating.
and,
What's it called? I think it's called Songwriter.
I met Ed Sheeran just before his very first festival performance ever, when he was like super nervous and like, oh, I don't know if they're gonna like me. And actually, he was a really nice guy. It was called Beach Breaks Live back in 2009, 2010.
I met him at Latitude Festival around the same time.
He's lovely lad, and I'm the same height as him, although he's somewhat skinnier than I am, and far more talented at everything he has ever touched or done than I could ever be.
Oh my god! When you were talking to him, my mind erased your beard, and you look like a Ginger Bronson.
What like this? If I just get rid of the beard.
Do you find when you shave, you realise how much of a chin you don't have?
I've never shaved, apart from trimming. I've never clean shaven since I was about 15.
You see, I trimmed this back before we went away, and I stood there and looked in the mirror in the room with the bathroom, and I realised I'd got no chin. It was like,
now, I unfortunately have quite a prominent chin.
He's got no mods, no table, no computer, no webcam, no chin. He's fucked.
Badger's just put in the chat, Ed Sheeran's shagged Ellie Goulding, Cass hasn't. To be honest with you, he can keep her.
you'd have a go. Come on. I've got no idea what she looks like, but I'm gonna have a look.
The reason being is the one time I did meet her, she wasn't very nice.
But he sucked off David Seaman.
I don't know.
What about you?
No.
Golding. Oh no, talking of chins, she's got more chins than a Chinese fucking phone book.
Do you remember that old it was like a spin-off cartoon inside of a cartoon, you know, like Itchy and Scratchy of The Simpsons? And I can't remember what it was from, but there was a character in it called the Crimson Chin. He had this big belter of a chin. I can't even remember what cartoon it was from.
Does anyone notice that Chandler's gone?
Yeah.
Did he say he was going, or did he just disappear?
I didn't notice. Does anyone know where the Crimson Chin's from?
The Crimson Chin?
Yeah.
You've got an EpiPen on your desk.
Ah?
Is that an EpiPen on your desk?
This?
Yeah.
No, this is something very fucking cool, actually. So it's like a liquid, like a glue stick, and you stick it on stuff, and then you turn this UV light on, and it turns to like cement. So I use it for making gimmick playing cards. The Crimson Chin is from Fairly Odd Parents.
Should we do some news?
Let's talk about something about vaping.
Let's talk vaping. Right, so news. I'm gonna have to bring that up. Okay, so I've got to do the whole share. Does everyone like my new little mascot?
It looks like you if you had hair.
It literally does. Actually,
literally turn him upside down and that's you.
Yeah, it's my little mascot. All right, so let's screen share this. Right, this is good and interesting. I should probably present myself. So, food banks at a UK county will be giving out e-cigs to smokers.
Grammatically incorrect. It's in a UK county.
No. Oh, yeah, I suppose. Yeah, in a UK county. So while vaping bans are spreading like wildfire across the US, the UK keeps encouraging smokers.
You've been collared, Cass.
Wait. What did I miss? I'm going to go on the chat. I don't care.
Oh
yeah, no, that's fine. You got to remember, I know she's watching, so it's okay. Anyway,
he did say he had Shag Edward Scissorhands though, so get some scissors out tonight when you're at it.
Did I? Are you sure?
Go back and look.
Okay.
Episode 197.
Oh yeah.
Right. Anyway, so while vaping bans are spreading like wildfire across the US, the UK keeps encouraging smokers to switch to the safer alternatives. Jim McManus, the director of public health at Hertfordshire, said that he, as a part of a new project aimed at reducing
Hertfordshire, fucking idiots.
reducing the health and financial burdens from smoking on disadvantaged locals, free e-cigarettes could soon be handed out at food banks. This project, they got it right this time. This project being trialled in Hertfordshire, and several food banks in the area have already stepped forward to take part in the project, which McManus said he hopes will be up and running by the end of the year. The public health director explained that the project will be designed, run, and evaluated by a research team from a UK university named the Hertfordshire Tobacco Control Strategic Plan 2019 to 2022. It's a catchy name, that.
I want to know. I know this is. Sorry, finish. Go on, carry on.
No, it just says the proposal showed a gap in health inequalities between people from working class backgrounds due to smoking, which this initiative aims to narrow. This doesn't decide on the point that food banks shouldn't even exist.
Right, two things. First thing, bravo.
We can see you, Chandler.
I can see him in HD now.
Can we
Is it
hear you?
working?
It is working.
Oh, marvellous.
Did you cancel your wife's porn downloads?
Yeah, I did.
First thing, bravo, fantastic thing. I don't want to put a downer on it, but I want to know who's funding it.
Wow, I went to the university. I got my degree from the University of Hertfordshire, and I know that a bunch of fucking idiots. So
I quite like Hertfordshire. I spent quite a lot of time in Wellington City, and it's really quite nice and middle class.
Well,
nice and middle class.
could this be funded by Public Health England?
How was it?
It said this director of public health at Hertfordshire, or in Hertfordshire. So could public health, by when they say public health, could they mean Public Health England? The thing is, they say that they're going to, it's going to be run and evaluated by a research team. Why not just go around the local vape shop and like sweep some staff up to work like once in a while? Could that work? Would people be up for that? If you worked in a vape shop and someone said, "Do you want to come and give out free e-cigarettes at my local food bank?" Would you do it?
Yeah.
If you had any left to give away.
Hmm.
I think it's good.
But unfortunately, all I'd be able to give away is Chinesium tat. So, because I'm super far removed from the high end market. It just clocked what you said, Chris.
I missed that. I missed that completely.
I'm not laughing at Chris. I'm laughing at my weekly photo.
Oh God! What weekly photo?
Oh, the weekly. Oh, I turned my phone off because you lot told me to.
Oh no, not that.
Oh no, it's not that. Oh, it's from
JM.
I know. Yeah, Mr. Martin. I'm assuming. Is he in Bath? Is he in Bath by any chance?
No, he's not.
Has he got his dick in his hand?
Is there anything we can share? If you send it me, I'll put it on my screen. We can share it.
No.
No? Oh man.
We don't share photos.
John, if you're watching, send me a picture of your balls.
Right. So yeah, I think it's a good thing they're doing this. Whether it's going to be a sneaky in for a tobacco company is yet to be decided. However, this article is quite vague in that respect.
I'm not being funny. They keep writing at Hertfordshire, which is pissing me off.
Maybe Hertfordshire is an entity. So it's like at Hertfordshire. I mean, it says at Hertfordshire County Council, so that's right. All right, have you recovered,
Maybe.
Mark?
I'm still crying a little bit.
Okay, right. Next, so on today's episode,
Hang on. So the consensus is this is a positive thing as long as it's done right, yeah?
yeah, pretty much. I reckon so.
I mean, if they're giving away smock aliens, I'd be a bit annoyed. What
Yeah.
if like a company self-branded a product and gave it to then give out? That's just like mad advertising.
I kind of get the feeling it's going to be like basic cigalikes or pots
Yeah.
or something like that. I don't imagine they're going to be handing out like limelights at the local food bank, but yeah. I see. I mentioned a high-end mod. Ha 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 ha.
Oh, well done.
Do,
Did
do
you?
you know what I made dinner with today?
A high-end mod?
No, a pasta utensil.
Whoa.
Wow.
Right. Okay, so anyway, on today's episode of State the Obvious, a failure to understand the vaping subculture could explain the rise in regulations. Let me just quickly present.
I think the rising photographers don't know how to take a photo.
I think that was probably a really good photo that someone's then put like motion blur on.
Well, it's not, because if you look at the bottom left, his rule of thirds.
It's in photo. I've got a feeling. I've got a feeling that there is a bit that's cropped off at the bottom, and that is the bit that's in focus.
Yeah, it was probably a watermark. Someone's vaping watermark. Hashtag Scott's Coils.
Right. So it says, have you ever wondered if the lawmakers restricting e-cigarettes took the time to understand the product they're regulating? Have regulators...
No, I haven't ever wondered, because I guarantee they fucking haven't.
All right. It goes, have regulators ever understood the culture surrounding vaping? And if we're honest, the answer to both of those questions is probably no. The likelihood of acting FDA Commissioner Ned Sharpless, that is the worst name, making a public address about DIY mixing or unregulated mods is minimal. Lawmakers like Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell are not going to chat with stakeholders about the industry's most popular flavors, and you're not going to see any of the politicians who claim that they're standing up for your public health taking the time to understand not only the scores of products this industry creates, but the people who make and consume them every day. Vaping is a subculture. Even within that subculture, other subgroups and microcultures make up this industry's diverse consumer base.
What does a microculture? What consists? What does that
if
consist
vaping's
of?
a subculture, you're going to have the squonking group, you're going to have the mech group, the pod group.
Yeah, it's a subgroup. So what's a microculture?
Well, no, but if vaping is the sub, then all the bits within that are the microcultures.
So why is vaping a subculture and not a culture?
Because no one understands it. At least the majority.
The majority don't understand quantum mechanics. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people involved in it.
We've decided that most vapors are thick anyway.
Yeah, but even if vaping was a culture, you've got the hobbyist side of things, which is a subculture of vaping, and then you've got those that are into mouth to lung, direct lung, which would then, I suppose, turn into microcultures. You know, coil, people who are into making coils.
I mean, Chandler's Drip Tips is a microculture all of its own. So
I wouldn't exactly call it micro. It is not a nano.
are you talking about your drip tips?
Yes.
Chandler, you steal as much content off of iOS as they steal off us.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, look. I mean, I've even got the.
Why they're complicating matters? Why understanding a subculture of consumerism entertains a VGod lad, coffee nose, well, spammy nose? I don't get it.
I mean, but that's a really bad representation of the vaping subculture, and that's not the image that we as an industry want to give.
No, that's a nano.
Especially with that shirt on. Bloody hell.
Yeah.
You were the last person that can comment. You didn't have a shirt on until 20 minutes ago.
Do you know this picture is part of a new series of sections that they literally just came to me, and it's going to be things that remind you of vaping because they are vaping. So I think this guy.
I've never had that before.
Have you not? No. Well, this guy is vaping, and it's a thing that reminds me of vaping. So because it's vaping, right? Anyway,
Shouldn't we have things that are stereotypically vaping, but not really vaping at all?
yeah. Well, like this,
like that picture.
Mark's about to write an apology letter to JM now. All right. Anyway, in 1995, researchers published in the Academic Journal of Consumer Research operative definition for how subcultures build around a specific consumer product. I think this is about to get really boring, guys. So we're going to skip.
About?
Oh, shut up. So it says, okay, so since vaping is a social product and public policy phenomenon that many have still yet to understand fully, it makes perfect sense that this classification is applied. Basically, people don't understand it, so it's a subculture, and therefore they can regulate it without even worrying about what it's doing to people because they don't consider it to be anything.
Isn't that necrophilia?
Or beating a dead horse.
Yeah.
No, that's beating off a dead horse.
Oh,
Yeah. But this guy that writes on Vaping Post seems to think he's like writing the next Frost versus Nixon like interview series. Like he does all of these like think pieces, and it's a bit weird. Right. And the last bit of news that I'm going to be doing today, and I can't remember what it is, so bear with. Aha. So this is quite interesting. Basically, this is PR week, so it's like the PR periodical, and it basically says that most large PR agencies are swearing off e-cigarette clients. Many firms put their little to no daylight between vaping and tobacco. So, under intense scrutiny from the federal government, the e-cigarette industry won't be able to turn to much of the PR industry for help in burnishing its image. Many communications shops... Burnishing. I know, it's quite a good word.
Burnishing. Okay.
Basically, a lot of the communication shops, i.e. the PR companies, are vowing never to take up vaping as part of their client base, treating the emerging industry with the same approach that it applies to big tobacco. In other words, they don't want anything to do with it, which is going to make it much harder for the bigger companies who can afford these big PR campaigns to actually get them out there. I think it's quite. I mean, what I'll do.
Hang on a minute. You just said that these PR companies are not going to go anywhere near vaping, and yet the bigger vaping companies who can afford a PR company that's not going to.
Well, the ones that can afford those campaigns aren't going to have anyone there to do the campaigns for them.
Okay, I'm with you.
If that makes sense.
But do you want these PR companies for you if they don't understand the culture and the subculture and the microculture?
Probably not. No.
And if we don't understand it, how can they PR guys?
Well, this is it. But then I've seen enough adverts to know that PR guys don't necessarily understand the products that they are marketing.
You see, I've got members of my family that work in PR, and I've got some very, very big blue chip company clients. And when you look at what they actually do for them, you're like, what? It's hardly guerrilla tactics. It's quite plain, simple, and easy.
Yeah.
But yet they won't touch the vaping industry because what, they don't understand it? What is it's bollocks, isn't it?
Well, it's because it's they through their ignorance and misunderstanding, they consider it to be the same as big tobacco. Now, a lot of these companies won't touch big tobacco companies because of the negative connotations or the negative attachment to it. So they're going, well, vaping's the same, so why should we touch that either? Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. You'd have thought after a 2 week break, I'd have more news, wouldn't you? But I swear to God, there's fuck all.
That's it.
That's it. That's literally all the interesting news I could find without repeating shit from 2 weeks ago.
Okay,
but we can do local vape drama news if we like.
Local vape drama.
Yeah. So Vape are embroiled in some legal proceedings because a couple of people in Spain have decided to try and steal their name and make it their own. And this led to some hilarity on Facebook.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Could you hear me a minute ago?
No.
Oh, for fuck's sake, I made a really cool joke about Philip Morris needing PR help from a random Jobsworth company in Kent. Hello, Mr. Morris. We need to work on your public image here. I know your products are killing millions of people through cancer, but we could really do with a freshen up on your public relations. Fuck off. Anyway.
So, yeah. So, I don't know if anyone's seen the Vape Around drama.
Oh, I love the Vape Around drama.
Oh, I'm sure, Chris, you were in the middle of it, weren't you?
I posted a couple of funny memes.
I
didn't particularly get involved. But it was funny because I'd just seen it as Cass had just screenshotted it and sent it to us. So I read it and I screenshot it myself to go and tell you guys about. And I'm not joking. My screenshot and Cass's screenshot were the same. Like exactly the same screenshot.
Well,
And
what was amazing, right? When I posted a GIF because someone was getting all uppity in the chat, right? And I didn't refresh when I posted this. So when I refreshed, my meme was even more relevant than the first time that I thought
It
it
dropped
posted.
when you refreshed. All of a sudden, about 3 or 4 posts, comments just appeared above your meme, and then your meme was there.
Yeah,
And it just
know if-
slotted in beautifully.
I don't know if it was that status or another status of drama this week, but I also followed on with the cat theme, and I had 2 cats boxing.
I remember that. But basically, if you want to know what's going on, Stu from TYV decided to post about Vape Around. If you are friends with him on Facebook, you can go see what was going on there. And a few people didn't like what he was saying, so arguments ensued. And Mr. Drama Llama himself, Vaping with Vic, turned up in the chat. And
Should we read out some of the best comments?
I think we should. I'm going to go find them.
That I really enjoyed that part, but I also enjoyed the part where Stu just straight up said, I couldn't agree with him more. This is my status, my Facebook, my opinion. Fuck off. And I couldn't agree with him more, to be fair. I mean, what he said, whether or not it's true, I don't fucking know. I don't care. But at the same time, it's his fucking Facebook and his opinion.
The thing is, the Spanish have got some very funny laws, haven't they, to protect themselves?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuckers.
I mean, this has got a lot of comments. There's 122 comments on this now.
Yeah, but you need to find the scorchers involving your mate Vaping with Vic.
Okay, so I'm going to read these out to you because I don't want to share my entire Facebook thing to everyone. Bear with me a second. Oh my god! Right, more comments. Right, so right, everyone's like, "What the fuck is this personal attack about?" Yada 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 yada. All right, so our friend Vic turns up and he goes, "Okay, Stuart, I won an award this year. Say I paid for it to my face at Hall of Vape. I fucking dare you." Which is hilarious.
Dun dun dun.
Now,
It's like EastEnders getting credits.
it was literally at that point that I posted my. It's basically a cat going ooh, and I didn't. That was where I posted it. Oh,
Were you on Chandler's internet when you posted it?
I just didn't refresh.
Oh.
Anyway, so Stu replies. He goes, "Who are you talking to, little sausage? Don't pipe up on my status, you wet noodle."
I love the fact he called him a wet noodle.
Someone needs to do a Brummie
It's
accent
like-
when they're reading it out because it didn't have the same inflection I imagined.
Right, and then Vic goes,
Oh, reread it with your Brummie accent, please.
I can't do a good Brummie accent.
Oh, you better fucking learn quickly.
Wait, who's the Brummie? Is it Stu or Vic?
Stu's the Brummie, Vic's Scottish.
Oh god, wait a sec. Give me a sec. I've got to think about this. No, it can't. It's not happening.
Mark, you do a good Brummie. I've heard it.
I don't do Brummie.
Yeah, you do.
It's great here, innit?
It's Grady. Who
That's
you
fucking
talking to,
dodger.
you little sausage? Don't pipe up on my status, you wet noodle.
That's terrible. Well, we need Stu in here just to show us how it's done.
All right. Anyway,
You are going to do
Fucking wet
only
noodle.
Vic then replies. He goes, "Says Mr. Fuckwit, I left my last job." Right, loudmouth little cum bubble.
Cum bubble. Love it.
I'm going to try and. Yeah. Anyway, they start going off, and then other people join in. It's amazing. As they do. He goes, "Will you quit your?" Someone else went, "Will you quit your whinging? You're boring. Give them testicles. You're borrowing back to China."
Could you see this? I've got your screenshots on. I don't
there we
know
go.
if that's of any use.
Okay, 2 seconds. Let me present you.
Barbado.
All right. So basically,
Wait. Pause. Stu Vapes is going to come live via loudspeaker and read it live. Yes, mate.
Oh my god.
he video called me, that's why I went silent. Here we go. Yes, mate.
Vape Talk UK. what do you want to say, Chris? You want me to call him a little sausage?
Just read out what it was that you
A
said.
wet noodle. Please
You
call
called
him a
him
wet
You
noodle.
called him a wet noodle. I just wanted to hear it in your accent.
Let me go on the status.
Yes, we get. Well, this is like how I imagine actors work. You know, where they go through and they have to read their lines and practice.
Can't we just send him the link to the hangout and be
I'm
done?
not a yam yam. That other guy done a bad impression of me.
Sorry, that wasn't an impression of you. That was just
1 sec.
that was a terrible Brommy impression, just not an
Oh.
impression of him.
Vaping Vic is a proper noodle, though, isn't he?
I just love the way you called him a wet noodle. You know, it was none of this
Says
insulting
he
him
loved
with
that you
swear
called him a wet
words.
noodle. You didn't need to swear, none of that. You just straight up wet noodled him.
Wet noodle.
So he's
I'm
on
like,
about come and say to my face, well, look, 1, I wasn't in Stuttgart, and 2, I definitely would because he's a complete sausage. What are you talking to, you little sausage? Don't pop up on my status, you wet noodle.
Hey.
Hey, there you go.
So it's said, boys.
we need
Get
that as a
right to
clip.
it.
Enjoy the show, man. I'm watching right.
Sweet, mate. In a bit.
Right. So basically, this conversation descends into Vic saying, "Well, why are you having a go at me?" And he's saying, "I'm not having a go at you. I'm having a go at companies. You're not a company. You're a reviewer." So he goes, "Vaping with Vic." Oh, Chandler, I was about to read that.
Chandler,
sorry,
wet
shit.
noodle.
God damn it.
Now, put it back.
Right, he says, so Vaping with Vic, a registered company at Bank Street, Irvine. I have been and currently am only the UK-based, fully self-employed company doing reviews for E-Cigs. Any other excuses you want to use? Keep going, Stu. You are attacking another company. This has nothing to do with Dale and TYV, who I've had issues with in the past. This has everything to do with you following the same pattern you did in the past. Many companies at Hall of Vape worried that the event will be dragged down like the UK Expo because of UK companies. And here you are, Stu, attacking other companies, the same which has been something in the main UK Expo. Will you quit your whinging? You are boring. Give me your testicles that you are burrowing back to China and crawl back into your hole.
What did he say his company was called?
Vaping with Vic.
Wow. I can't see it on Company's House.
And then someone called him, you fucking fully retarded cock-ended bell piece, which is the best insult. Mark's crying into his libel statement that he's about to receive.
It was the fact that Stu did not degenerate into vulgar
It was everyone else.
slinging. It was everyone else basically.
I can't find any. I can't find his registration on Company's House.
Right, it's not. It's Bank Street, Irvine, not Company's House.
Anyway, carry on.
So yeah, this is a big lot of drama and an utterly hilarious read. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? And I don't think Stu will mind me doing this. If you want, wait, I want to share.
What
it.
is Bank Street, Irvine?
It's like the Scottish Company's house.
I can't. I don't know.
Okay. I can't find a way. Oh, there we go. Share. Share this to friends. There we go. No, I'm not going to share on my timeline. Okay, that didn't work. But yeah, so that's a big drama. Also, apparently, I think it was last week before, the Vapor Round offices got broken into and they got robbed of a load of ether mods, which is drastic to say the least. So everyone's getting robbed or burnt down or. Yeah,
Is Bank Street Irvine where he lives?
No, that's where his company's registered.
Oh no, isn't that his address? Because
Yeah, but who's it? But I can't even find Bank Street, Irvine.
We're not going to do this live.
Well,
no, we're not going to do this live. We're not going to anyway. Just carry on. Carry on.
So yeah, that's a bit of drama. And the thing is, right, is that like if you see drama going off, it's just easier just to not get involved, which is exactly what we're doing tonight. If you agree, stick a $5 in the super chat.
What has?
I just think it's a load of old bollocks.
What has this show become?
What are they arguing about anyway? It's like it's just
a made-up award. I'll tell you what.
Basically, it just stemmed from Stu having a bit of a rave and somebody taking it completely the wrong way.
Yeah, because you know
reading too much into it.
what else are you going to do your 35-minute rant video about? I mean, you got to come up with something.
It's just it shocks me that people feel so self-entitled enough that they could just go onto other people's statuses and moan about their opinion. Like I put a status up the other day, and I genuinely believe this, that people are actually going to end up in a situation where they're being sued by their kids for pictures that they put up on Facebook of them as babies that have traumatized them, or they didn't get their permission to change their nappy, or you know what I mean, something like this, and someone's going to end up suing their parents, and it's going to happen because they're in that sort of situation where people feel they're so entitled to an opinion on everything and everyone else's.
But what got me was that Vic seemed to take it so personally. He took it as a personal attack.
It was never mentioned.
It was nothing to do with him in the first place.
Stu didn't even imply that Vic had paid towards his award because he knew that Vic had no money left from replacing everything that got nicked.
Yeah, absolutely.
What are you on about? He didn't get replaced with his money.
Well,
I could just see him
next.
next. Right. I'm trying to think what other drama I've seen. Oh! I'll tell you one thing I have seen. I'm going to find.
Mark's like, don't find any more drama.
No, it's not drama. 2 seconds.
Between the arson on his house and I'm joking. No one tried to burn Mark's house down. I need to stop making jokes about it. It's so awkward because when I was a kid, someone set fire to my house and I was traumatized by it. And my coping mechanism is to make light of it. It's a very serious event. So I do apologize if I appear insensitive.
Chris, I get you. It's just other people might not.
Well, don't anyone think that I don't care that Mark's house was set on fire. I was planning on convincing him to put those mods in my will. His will to me.
Right.
And now they're all gone. I've got nothing left.
Okay, so
I'm now intrigued. What the hell have you found there?
So this is the Jester pod from Vapefly, and it is a rebuildable dripping pod system. Now, ignore the incorrectness of the name because obviously, if it's a pod system, you're not going to be dripping on it. But it says environmental protection, better flavor, enjoy DIY every day. Recommended.
The reason I started using pods is because I didn't enjoy DIY every day.
So it says recommended 0.8 to 1.5 ohms, kind of standard pod resistance is there. And it says in the package, you get your Jester Pod DIY edition, the battery, a cartridge, a dripping cartridge. I mean, why would you buy a pod to then drip? But whatever. A 0.5 ohm mesh coil, a 1 ohm coil, a firebolt cotton, and then you got the meshed edition, which has got loads of other stuff. What do we think about it? What do we think about a rebuildable pod?
What's the battery life on this?
Let's have a scroll down. See if someone's ever put it in. This is Reddit, and Reddit's great.
I'm not expecting it to be overly high, to be honest.
Probably what, 350 mAh? Most of them tend to be.
My question is, why don't you just put a bloody RDA on top of a mod? Job done.
Yeah, because then it won't look like a pod.
But why does it have to look like a pod?
Because
people thought when they released e-cigarettes, people wanted them to look like cigarettes, and look how wrong they were. People buy anything with a big flashing dildo attached to the side of it.
And it looks quite cool, Jester or not. Does it? Are you able to interchange with the standard pod?
No, I think it's fully rebuildable. But let's have a look what you get.
That's not a pod though. That's a fucking what they called a Jenny, is it?
So it's not got a tank. It looks like it's got wicking wells.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like the avocado.
An RDTA.
Is it? No, not
Yeah.
Is it RDTC?
It looks like an RDTA where there's a juice well underneath, and you drop your wicks in, so you're not actually dripping.
Yeah, it's your tanks underneath it, and then you've got this cap that obviously goes over the top and becomes your chimney. So it's essentially
basically an avocado.
Basically, all they've done is they've designed a, because they didn't need to make that bit at the top round, did they? The build deck didn't need to be round. It could have been
that
the same shape as the. Yeah. It just looks like they've just gone. Oh, look,
Yeah.
we've got one that we've actually made for a that's a 510 dripper. Let's just shove it in here in this.
Now,
plastic.
yeah, Markski's right there. That's what it's going to be called. RDTPA. Rebuildable dripping tank pod atomizer.
No. You just got to get rid of the tank. Well, no, it's got a tank on it as well. So
Yeah.
I suppose. Yeah.
I suppose if you didn't want to use the
RDTPA.
tank, you just drip on top of it because why
So do we have to start going RDTPA? RDTPA.
Why have the convenience of a pod when you could just
I
ruin it with dripping?
never knew the Wurzels sung the YMCA song.
So that was
All right.
an interesting thing I found. I know how much Mark hates pod systems. So,
Is it a pod system though?
well, I think loosely it could be.
Loosely, I could be a supermodel. I don't think that counts.
Loosely.
Yeah, that'd be my supermodel name, Loosely.
Incredible. Incredible. I can now look at the chat again, see what's going on.
Not a lot.
Oh yeah, Mark's just put I never nick nothing.
I never nick nothing.
Never done nothing.
Never nick nothing.
Where's that?
Like
Right at the top.
ish, yeah.
Oh,
yeah. As if you've got exactly the same sized window open as I've got near the top.
You know you've heard the story, surely, Chris.
What story?
I never nick nothing.
Yeah,
Yes.
I know that story very, very well. I just never saw it in the chat. It's not come up on mine. I never nick nothing. And the thing is, me and Mark, that was stuck in our heads the whole time I was in Edinburgh. So we were like, he just turned to me on the bus and we were like, I never nick nothing. I was just crying.
Incredible. So here on the original home of This Week on Instagram, anywhere else is just an imitation. About 3 months ago, this idea just came to us to do this. So Chandler has prepared a mega edition.
Mega
But before that, we've decided to invite on, as soon as it's the 200th episode, we've decided to invite on the original hosts of VT UK, Kelvin Guy. He's having some connection issues at the minute. We'll get back to that.
Okay, that I'll be honest, that's gone straight over my head.
I got it, Chris.
Go on then, shush, you're there.
All right, I'm going to present Chandler.
All right, okay. So I've now got not got these in order.
Chandler, did you feel like you were missing out not having a beard?
Yeah, I did, and I've got this horrible feeling this isn't going to last very long, mainly because
Risk win.
No, I want to know why nobody ever mentions this. So many vapors have beards, right? Why doesn't anyone say anything? You know, when you vape, you take a vape, your beard ends up completely soggy with VG.
Yeah.
Why does no one actually say it? Is it just like, and that just irritates the fuck. I think that's why I only had a goatee before, because my tash just drips with VG. It's horrible.
I love you very much.
Yes.
But if you use your tash as like the bottom part, the rest of your head looks like a wisdom tooth.
What?
Can you see it?
I can see it.
Oh, look at that.
Everything above his tash is a wisdom tooth.
I mean, reachy as fuck, but okay.
It did. To be fair, though, you look a bit like Jimmy Parker.
Oh fuck! Right, I'm getting a shave.
You two could.
Back in a minute.
I mean, to be fair, I'd still let you near my school, but you
Not a good move.
just if he grows his hair like yours, be twins.
Oh dear.
So,
You're
Chandler,
like Chuckle Brothers.
what's on things that remind you of vaping because they are vaping this week?
Now then, I have found a few. There's a few little things on the Instagram. Now I'm actually going to let's go for.
I agree with David Mottram. The beard does suit you, Chandler. It just doesn't suit Jimmy.
Oh, thanks.
When he gives himself a Brazilian, what's that all about?
Yeah, I'm gonna because last time I just had this stupid thing sticking out my chin, so I thought I'll go for the posh. But I can't
Yeah.
grow a full beard. That's
No,
the thing.
that's good. Keep it like that though, because you look a bit less like Rolf Harris.
Badger's just said
Yeah.
Badger's just said that that's not a beard. It's a tribute to the Alpha 3 in hair form.
We
Okay, I'll go with that. I'll go with
could
that.
do thing for this next week. We'll do things that look like Chandler's beard, but aren't actually Chandler's beard at all. Guitar pick, plectrum, yeah.
I thought you two might like this.
Cart
Uh,
track. I
I
love
well
that.
appreciate that. Yeah.
Yeah, I know that Mark will. I just have absolutely no clue what that is whatsoever.
What, this?
Yeah.
It's Jimmy Parker.
Oh, what I'm looking at on the screen, or what you're talking about? 'Cause
What you
I-
looking at on the
We're
screen?
talking about that.
that looks like the character they used on the Milkman e-liquid.
No.
On
it's
the
not.
Milkman liquid.
It does a little bit actually.
I actually
but
have a
no.
Milkman T-shirt on right now.
Have you got leaking nipples?
Look like that?
No, I'll show you quickly. There we go. Present. There we go. Milkman. Ha.
You wear any old shit as long as it's free, wouldn't you?
Yeah. To be fair, I would.
See, I can't even take the piss out of Mark now for wearing old t-shirts because he's got no new ones left.
So
I've got nothing left.
What is it though? Is it a mod?
So this is from Dave
From Vault
Mox-
66.
Dave Moxon. One of his wonderful mods, and he's done it in blue and yellow, and then just etched. I don't know how
Has
he does
he?
it.
Has he done it in
He's
blue
just-
and yellow? I don't know.
He's done it in blue. Yeah, could you not tell?
I never nicked nothing.
No, he never necked nothing. So he's done it blue and yellow, and he's put the Fallout guy on the front, which I think suddenly, if I had that mod, I would suddenly go up in the estimation of my 15-year-old daughter. But you know, so I thought I'd share that one with you because I thought you might like that.
Chandler, you're never going to be cool in the eyes. Chandler, you're never going to be cool in the eyes of a 15-year-old. I'm sorry, Mr. Bowtie.
No, not with the bow tie.
You look like Frank Butcher when you had no top on.
Bow ties are cool.
Yeah, said
Right.
no one ever. Said
So there's a
Doctor
new
Who.
there's a new tank that's been released that I found on Instagram. It's called the Fish Tank.
Incredible.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I mean,
I
that's
thought
some
that-
fairly shocking Photoshop, but incredible.
It is shocking Photoshop, but you know what I like. I'm easily impressed.
To be
So,
fair, it could be real. Have you seen the size of them fucking tanks?
well, they're about 3.5 miles wide, aren't they?
Something like that.
Yeah.
That's a great white in there.
I'm going to say that's a fucking big molly.
Oh, and I found this young lady, obviously a vape model, but what worries me is what's with the mask?
Well, she's either in Asia where they all wear masks, or it's a fashion statement, or both.
Or she's a nail technician.
How do you vape?
Doesn't it? How do you vape? And B, how does that reflect when vaping? I've got to wear a mask because it's
You
obviously.
think you get a wet
It looks like she's wearing more underwear on her mouth than she is on her lady hole.
lip?
Oh, it's terrible.
Chandler, you think you get a wet top lip? You wait until you got that on.
Oof. What
It
you
might-
refer
it depends what
mask?
top lip you want, really. I mean,
Maybe she's had bad Botox and was just a bit embarrassed.
I saw this as well. Look at that. Is that
I think she's
stunning?
if you ask me.
Oh, that is pretty sexy, that. I mean, it's a goblin mini, so it's kind of mutton dressed as lamb, but it looks very nice.
I actually quite like the case. I think the case looks pretty slick.
The case looks like an old flask, doesn't it?
Mm.
What was it? A Goblin Mini? Is that what it's called?
Yeah. The tank is. I don't know what the device is.
Right. Be careful what you say, Cass. That you do like the case, and you are so far detached from the high-end world that
Chandler, where's the smock logo on it? I can't see it.
Yeah, no, there's no smock logo on there. Now, the one thing that I need some advice with this, because I saw this on Instagram and thought that is stunning. That is
I really
absolutely
like that.
beautiful.
Does it have a USB port?
I do. It looks absolutely gorgeous. But the post underneath was this that I now can't read because it's mirrored.
Blender. It's not even real.
It's not even real, I don't think. It's done in Blender and Substance Painter.
That's 3D. It's a very. It's a
I was slightly suspicious by the ratio of the penny to the Goblin Mini, to be fair, but it looks fucking sexy. The only problem is that little screw cap on the top part of it reminds me of the fucking noisy cricket.
Oh! I've got a theory. What if the mod is real, but the etching is fake?
I think that might be it. I don't know. I don't know what's real and what's not on it. Because the etching goes beautifully. I'm pointing at the screen, as if you can see. The etching goes beautifully around the curves of the mod, just the bit just above the 2p.
Now I know it's a rendering. It's impossible not to see.
Yeah. What did you say, Mark?
No, I don't see nothing or nothing.
Oh,
I never nick nothing.
You'll never nick nothing. I think you'll like this one.
I certainly didn't nick nothing or nothing.
No, he just burnt it.
I think you'll like this one, Kaz.
Yeah.
This one.
You realise I'm sat here with chunks of embers and lumps of burnt wood and black fingers, and all you can do is humour me. You just take it, thanks.
I've got nothing left.
I like that. That's a little bit HR Geiger, that.
It's very HR. That was exactly what I thought. It looks very HR Geiger.
Why are you looking at mods that we got over about 3 years ago?
Yeah.
Look how old that picture is. It's got a fucking Royal Hunter on top.
Yeah.
Obviously, a lot of people in Insta just recycle old pictures, don't they?
Yeah.
And you get a lot of people going, "Oh, that's quite cool," and then reposting it, and old stuff. I keep seeing the same.
That came out in about 2015.
Yeah, I keep seeing the same. You mean you can buy one of those?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the new smart Apriv.
If there was room in the Royal Hunter, you need to get a set of aliens in there.
But oh dear. Right. Okay.
I see that I've got nothing left extends to your comedy, Mark.
You're going to start somewhere.
Right. I thought, seeing as it's the 200th episode,
you're going to go through 200 Instagram pictures.
Yeah, we're going to go through 200 Instagram pictures. But I thought I would ask people to ask. I asked you guys to send me a picture of your earliest Instagram photos, and I'll do the same. Now, Mark, I think his Instagram pictures all got consumed in the fire as well.
I'm actually going to go back to my original account and just.
It's because Mark's pictures are lit. That's why.
But I thought, look, there we go. That was mine. That was my very first Instagram post that I shared. My CKS icon.
That was terrible as well.
What the hell's on that? Oh, it was fucking awful.
That looks a bit like a baby beast.
It looks cool as it's. What was it? The AO chip was terrible, because what it would do is it would reassess the resistance of the wire
every time you fired it.
Yep. So when it was hot, the resistance would change. So the power output that it gave it changed. It was like,
that sounds like a spiral into hell.
It sounds like the source of Mark's house fire.
Yeah, and then the clip that held the batteries in it on mine just bust, and it just doesn't work anymore. So that put pay to that. And it was not the most comfortable thing to hold either, but it looks relatively cool.
I've just sent my post.
I mean, it had a nice feel to it. It was quite smooth.
Mark's just sent you his Chandler.
Oh, was that ping? Was that ping you?
Yes.
Right. Oh,
Oh,
in
yeah,
that case,
Chandler followed me for the first time yesterday.
yeah, I did.
Twat.
Yeah, oh, yeah, that was when I was nosying. Yeah, I was actually nosying in your. No, I don't want to share it with someone else. Oh, for crap's sake! Cancel. Da, da, da. And in fact, why don't I just share the screen like I did before? There we go. That's Mark's a vape-esque. What's that? A rig mod. Ooh.
Is that a V1 rig?
An anarchist
Ooh.
Wow.
anarchist cap on a
Tugboat.
tugboat deck,
Yeah, I had one of them.
and a bottle of broken bottle e-liquid. Back in the
Very
day,
nice.
back in the days when you paid £15 for 15.
Yeah.
See, I went when you said first vape pictures, I went like old. I didn't realize we were talking about like decent ones.
That was my first post.
Oh, was
Oh.
it?
Yeah, I wasn't
That's
into the social media game back then.
I mean, yeah, you don't think that that they were good. I mean, look at my second one.
What
Yeah,
is that?
that is a terrible carrot. This is the first mech mod I actually ever got.
Is that
It's a Caravella clone thing.
You hadn't gone full Chandler yet, though, because it's got a black Delrin mouthpiece.
it is considerably large, though.
But yeah, so and I can't even remember what the Atty was on top, but that Atty again being a clone shorted
Zenith,
on
yeah.
me. Zenith, yeah, that's it. Zenith.
I did just
But-
say that was Zenith.
Sorry, yeah, but it shorted. So no, nightmare, complete nightmare.
Did it set fire
So-
to your house though?
No, didn't. It didn't. There you go, Chris. This was one of yours, isn't it? Look at
You
those.
cut out my handle.
Eh?
Cut out my Instagram handle. I could have got some.
It's still at the top there,
It's
isn't
still at
it?
the top.
Oh, not on my screen.
Curiosity: anyone in this feed now know why he's called CJB Skittles?
I don't.
No, I don't.
I'm not telling you either. I'm not live.
That's one for after the show.
Because of the different rainbow colours that he's got here with his Atties.
Sure.
That's exactly it.
Yeah, right.
So-
We'll go with that one. Right, okay.
So this was before. This was before I knew there was an Instagram following. There was a social media following for vaping. So I was just literally just cleaning my e-cigs and documenting it in
Oh, right.
Instagram fashion. Yeah, I didn't know there was anyone posted on Instagram at this time.
And
There obviously was, but
clearly not interesting because you only got 6 likes.
I know I've peaked
I
at
would-
about 1,000, so I'm happy with that.
I was going to say. I mean, I owned both of those Atties. It was like a kind of rite of passage at the time.
Well,
Wasn't
you
it?
got Kanga CE4 and a Kanga EVOD, and you wouldn't believe it, right? The Kanga EVOD is still one of my highest selling basic starter kits.
Yeah, I was on those for about 2 years. Though. That's the thing.
People are still on them.
Yeah,
man. They still
likewise.
go for them.
They were all right. It was just the coil heads either worked brilliantly or were fucking shit, and it was almost like a 50-50
Oh, and
throw of the dice
that's still the
whether
case.
it worked or not. And that's still the case, is it?
Yeah,
Well, they were disposable, so not the EVODs, but the CE4s were.
yeah.
Yeah, you
They
threw
were-
the whole
they
thing
weren't-
away.
Yeah, so I was cleaning them, hoping that I could use them again, and that's what I did. I used them again for months,
Okay.
months and months and months.
Yeah, I hated that throwing shit away like that. That's why I like the EVODs, because they were.
Well, back then I paid £5 each or £4 each for the tanks, and I thought it was a lot of money
Oh man!
because I used to get. Oh, there we go. Look at that.
Oh, look at that cloud, bro!
Can you see what the caption is? Because I can't.
Underneath.
Yeah,
No, I've probably cut that off.
it was a Nemesis clone and a
Nemesis,
Fogger. I
yeah,
think. Fogger V4.
0.28 ohms, mate.
Shit, that's low.
Oh, that is for that at that point, isn't it? That's
What's the
kind of
date on
scary.
that picture?
Oh, it doesn't give a date. It gives how long ago it was posted. I don't know.
was it posted?
I've cut that off. So, and I like
me
this
see.
one. We've seen this before. I know we have, but yeah, smoking related vaping thing.
Yeah,
Excellent.
I was well proud of that as well.
Ah. And look, I couldn't resist.
No.
I snuck onto your feed, and we can't not have a billet box with it being you, Chris.
Oh, that's beautiful, isn't it?
Is that the one you
I
stole?
I love that case.
Yeah, no, I've had about 10 more since that picture was taken, but that case I just gave away with the billet box I sold. So that's what it looked like new. So Paul Harrison, if you're watching this, that's what it's supposed to look like. But
Okay.
that was a good while ago. I mean, I don't know. That picture of me with a 0.28 in the RDA was in 2014, beginning of 2014.
So yeah, that was cool. And I the reason why I thought you'd have appreciated the Fallout mod that I've just shown earlier, was sorry, gonna have to knock these off so we can see it.
That's certainly not Ollie's hand, I'm sure. Oh no, the photo. Sorry, was Mark referring to?
Yeah, he was referring to the cloud photo.
Oh, okay. You will never take Ollie on a cloud comp. I'm quite brown. I've just noticed how brown I am.
Yeah, that's the soot mark.
Oh, right, okay.
Yes, I got that in the limited edition Fallout 3, Fallout 4, Fallout 3.
I got that in the Fallout 3.
Would you like that?
Oh, so yeah, I thought, yeah, he'll like the Fallout thing. And one of the posts that caught my eye, discount code for vape, a panda. Oh, I love panda.
That was back when Mark bought one of those and dropped it as we got out of the car.
Do you remember that?
I do remember that.
No, I didn't buy it. I was given it.
Oh yeah, you're giving it. I bought mine.
Did it survive the fire?
No. Lost 2.
Oh, shit.
Well, that's what the insurance company are going to hear anyway.
Genuinely, there's 2.
Didn't you have 3? I thought you had 3, mate.
I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure you
4.
mentioned 4, yeah.
No.
What about that
4.
stack? What about that stack of 50s? Is that still there?
There's a whole box of them.
There was 2, and the smouldered remains are in the box that went off for the.
Sad times.
Oh man.
Right.
Oh, I just realised I've got another Chris picture. What's that? Oh yeah, what's that? Is that engraved with your initials on it? Or is it Chris? No, it's not.
No,
This should be CB, but it was the EC on the front that made me go.
That's Corrosive Creations. This is one of their very first mods that they ever made, and I begged Matt for it, and he wouldn't. They didn't want to sell it. Matt Alcock. Alcock.
Mark, someone's trying to trigger you. So Mark Elliott just said, "Do the gizmos have a patina on them now, Mark?"
So, yeah, he made that for himself and put the Corrosive Creations logo on it big, and I really wanted it, and I just badgered him and badgered him and badgered him and badgered him and badgered him, and he's like, "I don't want it. I don't want to sell it. It's not."
Hang on. Corrosive Creations.
Yes,
Was Lung Pump.
it was Gav and Matt. Yeah,
Yeah, go.
yeah, but Matt had made this. They were like a partnership at the start. So I just badgered him because I really, really wanted it, and I can't remember what I just made him an offer he couldn't refuse, and it was a lot of money, but it was the first thing like it on the market.
Right,
I mean, I don't know how old that picture is, but it's a good couple of years, 3 years, 4 years.
Can I just respond to Mark?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Unshare, Chris.
Unshare me.
Wait a sec. There we go.
So I have one that does have some burny patina on it. However, the other one is in a burnt, crispy plastic box.
It survived.
And
Was it in one piece? Is it okay?
it actually survived.
Wow.
However, the unspecial edition, I actually forewent that on an insurance claim because I couldn't let it go, even though it's well melted and crispy. I couldn't let it go. I couldn't let it go. I'd rather lose out on not. I'd rather lose out and keep it in my collection because it's part of posterity. So I still have a few bits, and I still, Chris, still have a 000 Pandora that I couldn't let go as well. That is torched to fuck.
I can sell you all new parts. I can send you all new parts, and you can reassemble it. But we'll just have...
there was stuff.
What's his name's broom?
The stuff that was sentimental to me, that regardless of the condition of it, there was no way I was gonna.
I could send you an invoice for $5,000 if you want. We'll split it. We'll split it.
Oh man.
It's not
Right,
bad.
okay, I haven't done Kaz yet. Let me Kaz. There you go. Kaz sent me this one.
Yeah, that was a. Let me present you. So I had
like a sub tank mini.
So I just basically at this point, right? I just started seeing Melissa, and I was still living in Islington. I'd spend every weekend. I'd get the train from London Liverpool Street up to Norwich, and she was working at Epic Studios at the time. And I'd come hang out for the day that she was working before we went off and spent the weekend together.
What's Epic Studios?
It's like a venue,
right.
And they do like filming and recording and all sorts of shit there. Like there's a couple of video companies that work there, and
studio by any chance?
There are studios there as well.
Okay.
It used to be Anglian TV Studios. And anyway, so
I like the way you'd spent the time on changing the O-rings so they weren't matchy-matchy.
I did that within the first 2 minutes of owning it. But there was a vape shop nearby, about 10-minute walk away, and I used to go and hang out in there and just upgrade it bit by bit. Before that was on there, before the Kanga was on the MVP3, there was an EVOD Mega Tank. No, not an EVOD Mega Tank. The Kanga Mega Tank, the one that had two coils in it.
28mm one.
Yeah, the big fucker that you had two Kanga single coils in them. And then before the MVP3 existed, that was on top of an Ego battery with a massive beauty ring.
Oh my god!
Is that the XL or just the regular one?
That's the regular one.
It was like picking up a Thor's hammer.
It fucking was. That was my third one though. The first two I had died for literally no reason. They just stopped. So I'd go back. It's like, yeah,
probably because you picked him up by the stick and the weight of it snapped all the electronics on the inside.
No, that was the one just off. That was the version just after the one with the two screws in the top of it. And yeah, I mean that was a fantastic tank. Inside that is 24mg Element Pink Lemonade.
Yuck.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what that there. 0.5, 25 watts all day long.
So that was the only picture that Kaz sent me. So again, I decided to have a trawl through his.
There's two types of people in this world.
Yeah.
There's two types. Sorry,
I love this. Sorry.
Wait, on the sub tank. Yeah, there's two types of people in the world. There was sub tank wankers, and then there was Atlantis wankers.
Oh god, yeah, the Atlantis wankers. Fuck. Triton wankers were worse.
Now hang on. Before that, right? The mouth to lung crowd. There was the Nautilus and the Aero Tank.
Yep.
Yeah. Then Nautilus Mini.
And I was an Aero Tank.
Oh god.
Oh god.
Aero Tank.
I thought you'd be Nautilus.
I could not get on with the Nautilus.
Oh, you're disgusted. Anyway, back to Cass.
Yeah. So this next picture, I just got all my hair cut off.
His pale attempt to dye his hair black.
I saw this. It was absolutely fantastic because the post just said, "Finally, my hair is behaving itself."
I'd literally just before that, about 2 hours before that photo was taken, I had below shoulder length hair.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. I just thought I liked that, and also the fact I have noticed there's quite a few posts in your Instagram where you're just going,
Yeah, that was the only face I knew how to pull without me looking like a complete retard. However, in retrospect, I look like a complete retard.
That's his MySpace pose.
Yeah. So that's good. And what the hell?
Cosplaying, man. That's Elder Maxon from Fallout.
Okay, yeah, very good. I love the way the beard just blends in and is just so natural.
Well, most of the beard is real. It's just the hard 3D graphics beard line that Elder Maxon has. I couldn't recreate.
Cass, did you spray your hair on?
Yes, in that respect, I did. Because again, if you look at Elder Maxon, he's got this really hard hairline that I just didn't own.
Okay. It's very good.
No, forget hard. He had a hairline he didn't own.
Yeah, and it was jet black, so it was a case of, do I put the hairline in and dye it black, or do I just spray it all in one?
Who made that weapon?
I don't know. Someone else made that. That weapon didn't belong to me, but the jacket I made.
Cosplay, is that like superheroes?
Well, I say I made, my other half made.
Cosplay's like fairies, but for comic books.
Mark wants to know, is cosplay like superheroes having an orgy?
Yeah, kinda.
Basically, yeah. Yeah, no, Melissa made that. Melissa pretty much made all of that jacket.
Did she make the hair?
Yes.
And the beard?
Yes.
Mildly impressed, and let's not forget that there are, Kaz has met some superheroes in their own right.
I think it was the first or second vape jam I went to. Well, no, it would have been the second vape jam I ever went to.
Yeah. So, and not only that, we've got
yeah,
we got Bogan as well.
Cass screams.
Cass
screams, I'm a fanboy. Let me get a picture.
And again, Fallout seems to be a theme in everybody's Instagram.
You haven't seen my flat. Honestly, there's Fallout stuff everywhere.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and you haven't seen Mark's house. It looks like a Fallout shelter.
One that failed.
I've been sitting here tonight looking at the ceiling. I actually think it's quite cool.
You're not going to turn it into a themed room now?
On the ceiling.
Give it a clear coat. It'll be all right. I was hoping you'd find like the image of a burnt Jesus, like where they find it on toast and stick it all over the news.
I can actually see. I don't know if you'll see it. It looks like a woman.
Present Mark.
Solar minge and everything.
It looks like a what?
It looks like a woman bent over. No one see it?
Yeah.
Unless Kaz presents you, because everyone's looking at me.
I can see him, but I can't see the woman bent over.
Wait a sec. No one else can see it.
There we go. So, no?
No.
Yeah, I can see it.
Point it out.
Yeah. There we go. Okay. Well, just to finish off the Instagram thing, Kaz did ask quite nicely. He wanted boobs this week. And I'd been having a look at some of the vape models and what have you. I'm trying to find something.
Did you find some Bobs and Vagine?
Yeah. So basically, I thought, right, I'll get something special. So I started out. I had a look at some of the hashtags. So I clicked onto vape model hashtags just to see what would come up, and that was the first one that I found.
Incredible.
Yeah.
He looks like a right tit.
Yeah, and it's actually cut it off, but he's not doing a thumbs up. He's doing that.
Oh, yeah.
They like Babe Station. Feel me.
Yeah. The next one that came up, obviously.
Okay.
Yeah. So vape models.
Thanks, Shrek.
Yeah, dropped in, and the beard thing going on there is just like just awesome.
Fast Eddie's. I meant to go there whilst I was in Florida, but never got around to it.
Yeah, so I thought, right, scrap this. I'm not going for the models anymore. I'll try looking up Vape Babe. So I went for the hashtag Vape Babes, and yeah, I don't think she's got a bit of a tash thing going on.
How Chandler, I think you must be the only person on the internet to look for boobs and not find them.
Well, the hair. I mean, obviously there's a filter going on with that, but you know, so this is vape. But as you can see, top posts. These are the top posts on hashtag vape babes. I didn't scroll down very far.
This
These
looks
are
like
literally-
Nadine.
Does that e-liquid taste of horse?
I haven't actually dark mamba.
Isn't Dark Mamba like
Keep reading.
a name of a sex toy?
The GG e-liquid series.
Isn't Dark Mamba like a brand of sex toy, like a big dildo?
Oh yeah. There is the or is it Black Mamba? I don't know. I don't know these things.
I mean, what we'll do is when we finally decide that we want to wrap Vape Talk up forever, we're just going to post a continuous series of videos Ronnie sent us.
Yeah. No, please.
I've got nothing left.
I've taken to watching people's reactions to it before I start watching the videos in there.
I often start watching and stop watching very, very quickly.
I mean, there was that one video at which point we went, no, that is the line. There is the line. Let's stop there.
This one time at band camp.
Is that the one with the wheelchair and the crab?
What's that?
Is that the one with the wheelchair and the crab?
No, it's the one with the crane.
The crane?
You didn't. Please tell me you didn't. Did you see the one with the crane?
Don't go any further because I'm having nightmares about it.
I didn't watch it either.
Oh,
You
honestly,
don't
it's
watch
the
it.
single worst thing he's ever sent us.
The last one that Jimmy put in there made me laugh and made me think of you.
Of me?
No, of Chris.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Where's the crane?
I'll forward it to you, Mark.
The
Crane.
cream.
I've got a
Crane.
Oh, cream.
No, the crane. I don't know. I've not seen the crane one.
Vacuum cleaner. I've got cream.
Right, I've just forwarded it to you, Mark.
Anyway, oh no! Don't share it! Oh, for God's sake, please don't share it!
Forward it to me.
That one.
No, don't watch it! Don't watch it! Don't watch it! Turn the sound off, please. Turn the sound off. Mute him. God's sakes! Turn it off!
Oh,
Turn it off!
All right, just reaction cam for Mark.
that splat.
Oh,
Oh, that. Yeah, I see that.
Chris, what happened to all the groups that I put you in on WhatsApp?
They all disappeared.
Some of them were quite horrific, weren't they?
They were fucking horrendous. It was like Ronnie. It was like 12 Ronnies in one chat.
If anyone wants to see what I just show Mark, message me on Facebook.
Don't.
Don't distribute it, you fucking sicko.
For God's sakes! Oh.
Ronnie's got issues, but we thought. Chandler, can you quickly skim through these and get to like something good?
The top.
No, that's it. That's it. You see, I mean, this again, top vape babes. What? I mean, even the beard's not real on that one. I mean,
What?
and what?
What an amazing product.
What? Again, the vapor boy. He looks like he's 12. It's just like no. And why would he post a picture of himself and hashtag it vapor babes?
Hashtag it.
He wants Vapor Babes to get in contact with him.
What's his name? The Vapor Boy.
Yeah.
The vapor boy.
Should we just everyone go to _vapor_boy and just report him?
So I've given up on.
To be fair, he has tried to hide his identity. He has tried to hide his identity. It's not like he's.
Okay. Yeah.
He's getting a serious amount of clicks though. All his photos, he seems to be hiding his face in them.
I think I froze.
Who's froze?
Yeah. No, Chandler, get next.
That's it. That was the best. That I obviously pineapple flavored e-juice. So
That looks like a pineapple pen.
A pineapple pod. Pod pineapple.
Chandler, she looks about 12.
Again, I know. So
Well,
there you go. I've given up. I'm just gonna. That's it. I'm done. That's it. No. I'm not even gonna keep looking. Mainly because my missus keeps giving me filthy looks while I'm laid in bed of an evening, just flicking through Instagram, trying to find something that's vaguely entertaining.
Right, actually, on my screen, because I search vape models.
Right.
So present Mark.
There we go.
I search vape models and I get quality content.
Chandler, do you have like one of them under 18 blockers on your router?
No.
Oh no, I quite like to try Johnny Cream Puff.
Good. Wow.
I'm
Oh, hello.
Oh yeah.
What?
What?
I thought I just heard.
Someone went, hiya.
Hey, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I heard that too. I thought that was Chris.
It was me.
Oh, it was Chris.
Yeah. Just to prove that it's not just Mark either. Like,
Look, these guys, these ladies here are sharing vapor. Oh,
I wonder whether blowback made it into the vape world.
Are you logged on? Are you logged on? Because I for some reason I always seem to get more boobs if I'm looking on the Vape Talk sign in. If I do a search on there, it always seems to do it better. I don't know why. But that's where I was logged in on the Vape Talk Instagram page.
well, the ones I'm getting, they're quite good, to be fair.
All right, I give up. I'm just going for the beardy blokes.
But you're wrong.
I think it just surprised me that I just put vape babes in and these blokes were at the top. I'm like, what the hell?
I'm getting no blokes on Vape Babes. I've got to be honest.
Look, I mean, you just all sorts coming up. Oh, it's gonna focus, isn't it? At some point. No, it's just white. That's just all white.
Yeah. Right, I give up with the Insta. Right, you guys are gonna have to take over the that part of the Instagram because no, obviously I've lost my mojo.
And remember,
Oh, shit.
is that Jordan?
I don't know. I don't know what his name is.
Peter.
Is that Katie Price?
Abigail Ratchford.
Oh, what a name!
Oh, hello.
Are you sure you're not misreading that and it's not Ratford?
I'm wondering why she's got 64,000 likes.
I don't see anything vape related in that at all.
And
I got some smoke.
And remember, this week on Instagram, you saw it here first.
Channel, share this.
Right. So basically, I put it in the vape notes for anyone here that read the vape notes. And basically, we're on the 200th episode, and I want to know what you guys want to see in the next 100 episodes. What do you want to see more of, and what do you want us to change?
Oops.
Bob's and Virgin.
So, if there's anything you want to see us do, put it in the chat, and we will take it under consideration.
Well, I did have to speak to you guys. I was going to do it off air, but I might as well do it live. I may, this is only a may, but I may have to step down.
What?
Yeah, I don't know yet, but I may have to.
Like, this is straight up news to us. This is the first he's mentioned this.
It is, yeah. But I'm not 100% certain yet.
Right, so folks, we start to audition interviews next week. Anyone that wants to apply.
Don't get my hopes up, Chris. Like, honestly.
No, I'm seriously though. I might have to, but I mean, I'll always be willing to fill in if I can. But I may have other commitments.
Well, Andrew's just said he's leaving as well.
My chat's frozen, so I don't care what they say.
Yeah.
I don't want to see loads of messages of good riddance, but
You'd only get one from Keith.
Yeah, and Keith's not in the chat tonight.
good.
Yeah.
Fuck him.
No, look at Chandler. Chandler, say something.
fucking way! Seriously, man?
Yeah, so I won't be on next week, and next week will be a decider of whether I can continue or not, depending on what I will be doing next week, whether it's actually whether it works out or not. To be honest,
Are you joining Vaping Vinny's new show? Is that what it is?
who?
Exactly. No, because basically he put up a post with like 4 people, and then there was a face with a question mark on it. So I can only now assume it's you.
Oh, I don't even know who that twat is, to be honest.
Are we going for Orgy to take his place?
Oh, he's a boring cunt. You don't want him on. You'd rather have me once every 6 months than have him on full time.
Well, considering we now know that me and Chandler can do the show basically on our own.
That's right. You're soft then, Chris.
All right, yes, go, Mark. I mean, you've not got a computer. You're borrowing next doors. And no, I've been invited to something that occurs every other Tuesday, and because I work most other Tuesdays, it kind of means I can't really commit, and I don't want to just keep making excuses every week and only turning up once a month, and it's just not fair on you guys. So yeah, I don't know, if I'm about and you're on and you need me, I'm happy to
Matt,
pop in.
I'm still shook by this news, by the way.
Yeah,
And you've broken this on the 200th episode.
well, this is it. I was going to do it last week, and then Mark's house caught fire, the selfish cunt. So I thought, do you know what? I'm going to do it on the 200. I'll do it on the 200. I wanted to make sure I was sure, to be honest. But I thought, I'll do it on the 200 episode. Then Mark's house caught fire, so we postponed it. And I said, you know, I'm not going to not be there for the 200th episode. But I don't know.
When I posed the question of what do we want to see more of, the answer wasn't less Chris.
Well, it wasn't more Chris either, so I'm sure they'll survive.
I mean, none of them give me any answers. Oh, a new admin.
Although, to be
Badger.
fair, I was voted best host last year at the awards. And,
Did you pay for it?
No, the Vape round weren't involved. I was voted best host. Was I voted best host twice?
No, I'm pretty sure Stu got the one before that.
Nah, he's never beaten me in anything.
Yeah, I can never win it because I'm out of touch with high-end mods. So
there's no way. Do not get Jimmy on, for fuck's sake. If you replace Jimmy with me, I'll hack the account and delete everything.
Just very, very quickly on that.
Can I just say, like, to people that are commenting in the chat, I'm not dying. I'm not going to be dead. I am going to still be around. They're talking as if, like, they need to plan a funeral or something. Fuck me.
Right, Mark's just posted something on the Vape Talk group.
Yes, I'll just send you. Yeah.
What was it?
That magazine cover.
Oh.
Did you get it?
No.
Oh, I put it in the chat, didn't I? Share it, Chandler.
Well, no, I thought you put it in the chat. I was waiting for it and it didn't appear.
Oh, I did forward it.
Yeah, but see, if we get Jimmy on, I'll never hear the end of it from Stuart Legg. So
if you get Jimmy on, you'll lose 80% of the subscription. I'm just saying. Jimmy's a top bloke, but he's about as interesting as a cardboard cabbage.
Right, so
just very quickly before we finish, unless you've been under rock for the past couple of weeks, you will know that the lovely guys at the Ideal Home Show are putting on a vape meet in Wisbech. I'm not going to say where it is.
Yeah, because Wisbech is a dangerous place, and you'll have people after if you mention any of their hoods, bro.
Yeah, you will.
We have just been announced, i.e. Jeffrey's Vintage Vape has just been announced as the first of 8 vendors that will be there.
Yay!
Ooh.
Those of you that are attending the Ideal Vape Meet at the end of August, we will see you there.
Indeed. It's going to be an absolutely fire show.
So in that case, I ought to be sharing that one.
Right, well, let me...
He's got it already.
Oh, you got it up. You've got it up already. I wasn't.
I didn't know whether I could say anything, so I messaged JM through the show saying, "Can I say anything yet?" He's like, yeah, go for it.
Hey.
He still hasn't sent me a picture of his balls.
And a little bit of hardware.
Yeah, just one burnt gizmo and one intact one. There's not much hardware left. Yeah, share that other picture I sent Chandler.
Yeah, no, right. Back to the one. There we go.
Who is that?
What's that all about?
Who is that?
Mhm.
That's Mark Dolan.
With blonde hair. Now we know what you would look like, blonde, Mark.
What's all that about?
That's your doppelganger. Yeah.
Have you photoshopped me on that?
No,
Fuck off.
I've been sent that. It's you.
That's amazing.
It's your
That's
doppelganger.
like that one. That's good. It's good.
Cheers, Mark.
Oh, there we go.
But yeah.
Is anyone hanging around after the show?
Yeah, I'm going to stay around for 10 minutes. Say goodbye to you lot. I'm never going to see you again.
I will paste the link in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone that wants to join us, please feel free. I am dancing around, dying for a piss.
I probably won't be on, but enjoy it. But thank you for joining us for the 200th episode in all its glory.
Yeah, awesome.
I enjoyed that. That was fun.
Sorry for my ineptitude at searching for vape models, but you know.
So I'll send you some, Chandler. It'll be fine.
Okay, what vape models? Real ones? Awesome.
I just know pictures.
Oh, picture. Fuck! I thought you were going to send some models around. That would have been something.
How would that have gone down with Mrs. Chandler? Like, honestly.
This will be interesting. I've posted the link. You better say goodbye.
All right, guys. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you next week. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to comment all of your opinions, of which we will never read. So we will see you next week, and enjoy.
Bye.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye. We're still live.